Good evening to you all. You know the song that says no man is an island? Well, I'm not an island, actually. I'm with the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC, joining us on Zoom, as well as leader of the UDM, Bantu Olomisa. Major Siduata, good evening, and thank you very much for your time. I want to zoom in very quickly on those 4 priorities, which I suppose those are the things that many South Africans are concerned about: jobs, their own employment, the situation of crime, the situation of corruption, but most importantly, how we are going to deal with COVID-19. The president outlining that we've now changed tack. We're going for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. We'll be getting about 400,000 in complete total by the next 4 weeks or so, but 9 million of them will be getting, plus 12 million from COVAX and another 20 million from Pfizer. Are you satisfied that we are procuring enough at a fast enough pace to be able to deal with possibly avoiding a third wave?
We think that it's as fast as the government can possibly make it happen. Although, let me say that we are concerned that at the moment we're not seeing the total number that we need to bring about what they call herd immunity, which is about 40, I think over 40 some odd million doses that need to be prescribed to people. So we're quite happy as the ANC that that's priority number 1. But we're also happy that the president has said that they will extend the 350 Rand, although that is very little money. It does assist people who have day jobs that they can no longer do. The TERS will be extended until the 15th of March for those sectors that have not been able to operate during this period of COVID. And there is some recovery for those companies that have really suffered. But I think more importantly is the long-term issues that he's raised. And it is quite a granular speech. It has a lot of detail in it. The infrastructure fund is now in full operation. The pipeline worth 340 billion has been developed into energy. Water excites us because most of our constituencies that we are really concerned about in places like some areas of the Eastern Cape, and I'm sure the General will also speak to that, and Limpopo is where there is a water problem, right, and a water agency may help us. But I think also very excitingly is the idea that we can allow municipalities to procure energy from independent power producers. That may cut some of the pressure that Eskom has on the grid. Right. I mean, there's so much in the speech, yes.
General, let me bring you in here. What are your thoughts on what has been done on the recovery plan? The president would like us to believe that it's not just promises, but actually some work has been done. For example, the various master plans of poultry, the automotive sector, and some new information emerging, particularly around projects that are on the pipeline. I don't know what pipeline means for government. 340 billion rands, some work that will be done on the N1, the N2, and the N3. Just broadly on the recovery plan, is there a moving forward in your sense?
Are you talking to me or the General?
The General. I'm bringing the General in here.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Well,
good evening. Good evening.
Johnny, are you well? I think the president's speech touched a number of areas, and we should commend him for being broad and also elevating issues related to environment, and also mentioning that the infrastructure is about to be improved in certain areas. He has mentioned those. But he spoke as if the situation is normal, especially when he promises that there will be jobs created. Remember that currently we have this dark cloud hanging over South Africa, that is COVID-19. And you cannot therefore say you are going to create jobs, while on the other hand, you have regulations which are actually killing the same economy. So, but anyway, we think that the ministers are going to come up with some details, but so far, I doubt very much if some of these projects will be implemented. It's not the first time that some of these have been announced today. Remember, only last year we were told about the Mzimvubu scheme, river scheme,
Yes.
which was going to supply water in a number of areas, but we didn't even hear a reference to that effect to say, has it been started? How far have they gone? So I'm a little bit skeptical about the announcement of certain projects with all those billions of rands attached to it. Then the Minister of Finance next is going to come back and say, hey, there's no money. So let's wait.
General, appreciate your time. Jesse Duarte, thank you very much for your reaction tonight. Well, we continue then with our look into the State of the Nation Address 2021. Our reporters, our anchors, standing by as you can see them there outside National Assembly. We've got Xoli with the leader of the Democratic Alliance, John Steenhuisen, as well as Ziyanda Ngcobo standing by. We're going to them in just a moment when we continue next. Do stay with us.